It was never my choice to come to Thailand. My wife, who'd been working for some years in London, had become rather tired of living in Europe and wanted to go somewhere warm to live. And we'd made enough money to sort of go into semi-retirement. And although I didn't really want to live in the tropics, I thought I could pretty much live anywhere. So I said to my wife, why not? And after a year or so of planning, we moved out here.
We started coming 3 months every year, and then, as typical of everyone that comes here, you start to extend your winter vacations. And it took about 5 or 6 years, and we started coming 6 months a year, 6 months in Europe. We were living in France at that time. And in 2007, we started to stay here longer. Actually, it was a result of my becoming sick, and then after I recovered, we ended up staying here. So approximately 5 years, we are here full-time now.
I came by accident. I had a very good life in the UK, and I had, had a nice house, and was married, and lived in a beautiful area of the UK, and I lost it all within a 2 or 3 week period towards the end of 2000, and I was feeling a bit down, and I went to the travel agent in Worcester, which was about 25 miles away in my case, and said I want to go somewhere I've not been before, somewhere hot. It was November, so Europe was out of the question, and the first place that came up was a holiday to Thailand. And I booked it, knowing nothing exactly in Pattaya, knowing nothing about Pattaya, and a little bit about Thailand. And that's how I ended up here, November 2000.
First time I came in Thailand was just for holiday, because a very good friend of mine came to my shop and brought to me some picture of this place. And I watched this resort where they been in near Koh Chang, and I watched this clear water and these palm trees, and I say, wow, I want to go there. And after even less than 1 week, I was on the plane coming here. And I was just for 12 days, because in that time I was very busy. Just I take this holiday for take a look this place, new for me, and I don't know, I was in Phuket, I was in Similan Island, I was a couple of days here in Pattaya, and I fall in love with this place, and I say, wow, I need to come in Thailand and stay here maybe more time. So the next year I came for 1 month, but before coming back I moved the ticket for 2 months, so I was 2 months, and if possible I felt in love more with this place.
Mine's a very unique story. I love Thailand, and I've been coming many years, and in 2005 I met a Thai lady in England. She left Thailand when she was 12 and was educated in school and university in England. I found a pub with a Thai restaurant near my home village, which I used to frequent. And then one day, this unbelievable lady started working there, and to cut a very long story short, we got married, and we've had a child, and now we've come back to live in Thailand.
It was an up and down process in the beginning. We loved it, and then we didn't like it, and then liked it, and then didn't like it. And then after a while, it just became normal. I'm now so used to living here that being anywhere else would seem rather difficult. Also, during that time, my wife developed Parkinson's disease. We saw in England, looking back, that I could see the start of it, but we didn't really realize till a few years ago. And that really makes the difference being here. My wife wouldn't be able to do various tasks that she'd be forced to do if we were back in England, or in Germany, where my wife comes from. Because we're here in Thailand, we can afford to have help that would just be unavailable. If we were England, if we were in England, we might get a home help from the local council for a couple of days a week. But out here, we can have somebody full-time to help us. And when my wife gets worse, we can probably afford to have a full-time nurse as well as full-time help. And that's just impossible unless you're very wealthy in England.
I got sick here in Thailand. I developed tongue cancer, and I chose to make my treatment here in Thailand. And it is better medical care in a lot of ways because the medical care here is more personable. The people are more accommodating. It's not so cold. It's not so mechanical as it is, or what that I felt it was in Europe or in the United States. So I chose to have my treatment here in Thailand, and was quite sick for about a year, and so that was the reason why we ended up staying. And then after the cancer, I decided to do something with my life, and now I have a business, and so now I'm here full-time out of choice and because I have a business now.
No, basically I had very little money. I'd spent 5 months here on holiday. I'd gone back to England and basically sorted out my affairs. I decided to give Thailand 1 year, let's see what would happen. And I came back into Thailand with a small amount of money and decided to look at what I should do, using the skills that I had and using my personality. And I got involved in a nightclub, a go-go bar here, initially as a manager, working for someone else. I then built up but the business was very successful. It was a new business. It was very successful. And I built up a lot of contacts, and some of those contacts I was fortunate enough have supported me in initially opening my first bar, which was called Living Dolls.
I found the job of my dream because I'm a photographer, but my dreams is always sailing. I was sailing. I'm a sailor for almost 20 years already. So here I found the job of my dream. I found a guy that was owning a boat and was looking for somebody to manage it. And I start to make charter trips to the islands before with just friends and somebody that I was catching on the beach. And then with the travel agency from Russia, and I start to bring these Russians aside on the islands, and I was so happy to do it. And I took so satisfaction to do that job. So I say, that's what I want to do in life.
Mesmerized, can't stop looking at her. Worries all gone, now they don't really matter. Oh, it's crazy how the time can go so fast. Gotta slow down and make the moment last.
Hey baby, cha-cha.
Sunshine in a land of smiles.
Pattaya, Pattaya.